The first film was created on June 19th in 1878 by Edward Muybridge. The film is called Horse in Motion, which is basically photographs of an image at different seconds, making it seem like the image is in motion. No one thought that something like this would ever be created, so when everyone saw the motion picture, it sparked an interest in everyone's eyes. This interest caused a huge investment of time and money into enhancing the product, which then led to silent short films.
Black and white short films is where movies began to take a role beyond capturing movement. This particular black and white short film has been renowned as the most influential film of its time. A Trip to the Moon still stands its ground as one of the greatest films of all time. This film's vibrant backgrounds and science fiction atmosphere was one of the first of its kind, making it one of the most revolutionary films to date. Black and white short films revolutionized the movie industry, as now directors had the ability to tell a full story instead of being limited to just capturing a simple movement. This led audiences to be captivated by what could be on the screen. It seemed as if the possibilities were endless.
After silent short films, there were silent feature films, which were the main full-length films in cinema with no synchronized recorded sound. A featured film runs for more than 40 minutes. The films had narratives, which were words displayed before sections of the film to give the audience an introduction of what was happening next. The actors performed the entire film with no sound, but with exaggerated movements and expressions. The world's first narrative silent feature film was The Story of the Kelly Gang, released in 1906 in Australia. America's silent feature film span was 1912 to 1929. Cleopatra was one of the first American featured films. During this time, filmmakers established the language of cinema. The motion pictures they created reached a height of artistic sophistication and spread American culture around the world. Silent feature films disappeared from sight soon after implementing sound and music.
The primary steps in the commercialization to sound cinema were taken in the mid to late 1920s. At first, sound films, which included synchronized dialogue, known as talking pictures or talkies, were exclusively shorts. The earliest feature-length movies with recorded sound included only music and sound effects. It wasn't until the first feature film, originally presented as a talkie or sound dialogue, was The Jazz Singer, released in October 1927.
The idea of synchronized musical score and sound effects dates back to the 1910s when Léon Guilmont invented the chronophone. It was soon introduced in America in 1921 as the photokinema. The most successful film to come out of this was D.W. Griffith's Dream Street. In 1926, Warner Brothers Pictures introduced the Vitaphone system, debuting the system with Don Juan. However, spoken dialogue was not introduced until 1927, with musician Al Jolson's theatrical debut, The Jazz Singer. The Jazz Singer was about a man who defies his devout Jewish parents to become a popular jazz singer. The film was a financial success, being nominated for the first ever Academy Award for Best Writing in 1929 and making Warner Brothers a major financial studio. However, the film is now notorious for its usage of blackface. The reason for its usage is still being debated to this day.
In the 1870s, the first film was made in 1878 by Edward Muybridge that was called A Horse in Motion. Since this film, there has been a lot of evolution. Today, technology is so advanced that we have CGI within our films. CGI stands for computer-generated imagery. In the movie Scooby-Doo, for example, all of the monsters, including Scooby, are made with CGI, which causes them to look extremely real throughout the movie. Comparing this movie with Nosferatu that was made in 1922, even though Scooby-Doo is not horror, it still gives the same effects and shows how much film has changed. This completely contrasts Nosferatu, a black and white silent horror film.